the 25. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Hines. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun now from Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Isabella, the ball carrier. The tackle made by...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colts 7, Cardinals nothing. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Isabella. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
And some room to maneuver. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 50 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Zane Gonzalez.
So they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that'll be incomplete. Doyle took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. To throw is Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 20.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down.
From the gun, Murray. On the crossing route, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Drake. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Murray's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
49-yard line.
the gun. Here's Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
At the 24-yard line.
Play action now. Rivers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brought down back at the 43-yard.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, flush to his right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 57 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Colts 20, Cardinals 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Draw play, Edmonds. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Murray.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
To throw is Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Extra point.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rivers sliding out of the pocket. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go play action. Rivers. Left side, Doyle with it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 20-yard line.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
To throw, Rivers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the